Hey everybody, we're going to be talking about Star Wars. Decadent Delusion here. I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. This is a new thing for me. Well, not really. I used to be known as Dr. B223, but that never really turned into anything. Never really panned out for me. Another channel that's still up is called New Embrace Prod, stands for Productions, and that was some old channel I made up a long time ago with a bunch of really bizarre and strange videos that were just cobbled together with random footage. We never had a plan. We just had a camera and we just started shooting stuff, and it didn't turn out all that great. We didn't have a story, we didn't have a plot, we didn't have a script, and we didn't have actors, so it was kind of a frustrating thing. But it's still up there if you want to check it out. I might post a couple videos, repost them here on this channel just for the sake of it, so that you guys can see for yourselves what it is, what it was. Anyway, the channel is not dedicated to any one thing yet. I might start talking about one particular thing more than other subjects, but I don't know yet. This channel is pretty much going to be dedicated to all things pop culture and just whatever pops into my head. I'm a big music fan. I love collecting vinyl records. I love collecting CDs, and I'll be showing more of that off. I'll be showing more of my collection off at a later date. Behind me over here you see mostly pop culture things, and again, forgive me for the video if it's a little bit jumpy with jump cut, jump cut, lots of jump cuts, because it's pretty much free for all. The channel is going to be about whatever, any topics that interest me. As you can tell, I'm new at this. I don't have a teleprompter. I'm doing this off the cuff. I'm doing this off the top of my head. So bear with me. Eventually maybe I'll get a prompter and stuff, and I'll be able to keep these videos more fluid, more seamless. But if you see a lot of cuts, that's why. It's because I'm going off the top of my head here. I don't really know what I'm doing just yet. I'm just starting out, and I hope that you guys enjoy the content that I'll be creating on this channel. Hopefully, we'll see. See you there. Now we're gonna cut. I have this very dirty and very worn out Lazy Susan, or a turntable, whatever you want to call it, with a Lazy Susan obviously on the other side of the flat platter. But anyway, I'll be just using this just to rotate the figures around. Maybe not, I don't know. We're cobbling this thing together. It's off the cuff, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Also came from a Goodwill, so just wanted to make this video just to get something uploaded, just to get something started. So forgive me, it's a little bit messy in here. I still need to get everything arranged properly, but hey, I want to start it out now, and this is naturally the way it looks in here. It's never going to be perfect, which is kind of honest. In a lot of cases it looks a little too clean and too perfect. It's like people's collections are rarely ever presented that way in real life. So the room will always be changing. There will be things moving around in the background depending on what I'm doing. If I'm reading a certain book, it may no longer be on the shelf, or certain figures may be moved around. Shelving is always changing in here. Whatever. Even the color of the room. Currently it's red and white. On the other side it's white. I have one white wall. Currently the room is mostly red, so things are changing. It's an evolving space, and I just keep a lot of stuff alive. This is the man cave. This is my Decadent Delusion man cave. This is stuff that interests me is here, and is it stuff that I keep, stuff that I like, stuff, everything here I legitimately enjoy. So it's it's gonna be a little messy. It's never gonna be like perfect. The lighting in here is just average lighting. I have overhead ceiling light, and I got a little lamp onto the side with some coffee filter paper to kind of help soften it up a little bit. Hopefully it's working. I don't know. It's an old trick that a friend of mine taught me. But yeah, hopefully, as long as you guys can see what's going on, that's all that matters. I'm just a guy who just wants to, share things with just like everybody else on YouTube. Share a little bit of what interests me, and kind of get to know other people on here, and just maybe build up a community or join a community of people that are interested in the same things that I am, the same subjects and things. The channel's going to evolve over time. I don't know exactly what really it's going to be about. It's just whatever pops into my head. The reason it's called Decadent Delusion is because that's how I feel about I don't know, not to get political on you guys, because I don't think I'm going to go there. I might in the future. I don't know. That could happen. I may decide to dive into that, but for now I'm going to stay away from politics. It's a very touchy subject. A lot of people get very offended. They don't want to hear about this or that or the other, and there's so much going on right now. But that's the reason really why the channel was called Decadent Delusion. It's because I feel like we're living in some strange times, and it has nothing to do really with the channel itself. It's just a name. It's just like like a friend of mine once told me, name pick any band you can think of, like Pink Floyd. What does that mean? What's the meaning behind the name Pink Floyd really? Most band names or artist names or movie titles are kind of random. Sometimes it pertains to what's to the subject matter, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes a name is just a name, just something to call yourself. To differentiate yourself from everybody else. A good example, I guess a couple other examples would be like, off the top of my head, a band, Kiss, for instance. You can kind of see the connection there, a correlation. They kind of talk about, partying and rock and roll, and I guess sexual situations and sensuality, and so kissing is part of that. But Kiss it's just a name, KISS. It doesn't really, if you look at the band and you look at, what does it really mean? What does it all stand for? There's no real meaning behind it. It's just a name. They chose a name, they had to have a name, so Kiss happened to be their name, and that's like as far as I understand it, I'm a pretty big fan of the band, but I'm not like I don't know everything, I'm not a music historian by any means. I'm no Anthony Fontano, okay, when it comes to music history, and so I have no idea if there is a greater meaning to the name Kiss, but I don't think so. I think it was just a choice that was made. Just call ourselves Kiss, and that's what they did, Another thing is another idea that's kind of random. Another title, another band name would be like the Ramones. What does that stand for? What does that mean? Nothing. It's just a band name. They're all, it's just something to kind of get behind. It's like each member was like, there's Joey Ramone, and there's Marky Ramone, Tommy Ramone, Dee Dee Ramone. It was kind of like something just to homogenize the group a bit, to make the group a group. The name Ramone became an artificial last name. It's just a moniker, a band moniker. Each person was given the artificial last name Ramone. Marky Ramone, Tommy Ramone, Dee Dee Ramone, Joey Ramone. But the Ramones doesn't mean anything. I mean, the actual title, the actual band name is it's just it was just chosen. I don't even know the real reason behind it, to tell you the truth. Maybe there is something there. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't think it stands for anything or means anything other than it's just what they call themselves, same thing with I don't know, there's a ton of examples you can think of. I just can't I don't have them all off the top of my head, but there's a lot of examples of just things that are just titled this, that, or the other, and we don't know. They all have origins, but maybe they don't apply to the current they're not being used the way in which the artists previously thought they were going to be used. I don't know. So anyway, so this might make an appearance in the video, maybe not. I don't know. I don't even think I'm going to use it, but this is what this is. I'm just going to clean it up later and see if I can kind of show things off better with this what do you call this damn thing? turntable. You know. Anyway, now for the unboxing. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, let's see if you guys, make sure you guys can get a good shot of this. Alright, now for the unboxing. Let's do this. I'm just gonna rip it open with my hands. I don't really care about the box. But you know what? Let me grab a knife. 1 second. I'm gonna get a knife. Okay. This thing's gonna be a butchered mess, so again, I apologize for the jump cuts. Jump cuts, you know, that are gonna be coming. I apologize. Bear with me, guys. Alright, anyway, let's open this sucker up. Got my knife here, my trusty little knife with a little like laser on the end or whatever the heck. Not a laser, it's just a standard like red light. But anyway. Alright, let's cut this open. Yeah. Just cut my fucking finger. No, I'm just kidding. Did I cut my fucking finger? No. Okay. Alright. Alright. This is just the simple unboxing here. You guys can probably see this, no problem. You're on the floor, just hanging out. Alright, let me get a better shot now. The actual unveiling of this, it's a simple thing, but today's video was an unboxing, so let's do this. Alright. Here we go. Here are all the figures. Alright, that doesn't work. Fuck my ass. Okay, 1 second. This is what you get in the box. Just the figures, and I'm just gonna set these up and put them on the shelf, and just, you know, it's a pretty simple, basic thing. So. Alright, here we have Darth Vader. I guess he's being like force shocked or something like that. Just like some force energy, or something like that. That's the idea, anyway. I'm gonna pop out his pieces. There's his little hand, and they call them hero mashers because you can mash the different parts together. There we go. There we are. Little lightning bolt, force lightning pieces it comes with. Those, I believe, connect onto here. It's like a little area right here where you just plug these things in. So yeah, nope, I'm wrong. Hold on 1 second. I don't know what the heck this does. Okay, yeah, it just clamps on. It's just like a little area right there where you just clamp it in. It's pretty self-explanatory. It falls out pretty easy. Again, this is a kid's toy. It's not meant for adult collectors. This is mostly for kids, but it's fun, you know. We're all big kids, you know what I mean? Us collectors of pop culture stuff and pop culture tchotchkes. Pop culture this and that. We're all big kids, so it doesn't really matter who it's intended for as long as you get enjoyment out of it. Anyway, I think that's the way it goes. I don't know. I'll check it out later. Put this other piece on. Alright. I guess I'm wrong in this. See, the head even comes off. All the pieces are made to detach so that you can swap them out with the other characters. Alright. Let me see if I can figure this piece out. I don't know why it's giving me so much trouble. Crap. How did I do that? I don't even know what I did. Maybe it's all on one side. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's all on one side. I don't know. Oh, there you go. There's Darth Vader. I have no idea how it's supposed to be, but anyway. I'm gonna pop out a stormtrooper. Here he is. Here's his little hand, and once again, you just stick it into that little joint there, and there you are. Pop it right in, and these are meant to be interchangeable. So let me just get them all removed from the. You got Luke Skywalker. It looks like Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. Here he is. Get his stuff. Okay. Alright. Here's his hand. And let's see if I can get this in there. Maybe it goes in the other hand. Hold on. Let me try putting it in here. Yeah, there we go. This is his lightsaber without his hand. It's kind of appropriate, right? Wasn't that from the movie? When his hands gets chopped off. Okay. There we go. We snap a piece on right there. There's Luke Skywalker. Okay. And here we have Han Solo. Put in his little blaster, his guns. And again, there's this. It's a simple setup here where you just kind of stick these pieces together. No biggie, pretty easy to do. Pretty self-explanatory, really. It's meant for kids, so it's a decent amount of range here. You can pose these things fairly well. They're overly. They're not anatomically correct. They're exaggerated. The hands and the arms, the legs are like a little too stocky and bulky, but they're designed that way on purpose, and they look okay. It's meant to be that way. But all in all, I do like the design, the way they're put together. Okay, let's see here. Another blaster. A red lightsaber. I guess this is for Darth Vader or whoever. Let's see. This is a scout trooper right here. Alrighty, plug it in right there. Just pop it on. Pretty self-explanatory. These work pretty well. These guns that come with the that flew off. These weapons fit pretty well for the most part. Got the stormtrooper here with his gun, and it fits pretty well. Then we got another gun here. I guess this one's for this one, for the scout trooper. I don't know. They're interchangeable. It doesn't really matter who has what, which gun. But yeah, very cool. Very cool stuff. Like I said, all in all, they feel they feel decent. They have a decent amount of range and movement. They're a little stilted, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, for kids that want to just have fun. I mean, these are great action figures for children, and they're gonna have fun. You can move them around enough that you can pose them and imagine them doing all kinds of various different things, like in a movie setting. You can if you have small kids. I believe it says for ages. Okay, so it's basically ages 4 and up. So there again, ages 4 and up, Hasbro Disney figure here, figure set. It's yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. All angles. Don't know if that matters. Just showing out this box. There's the side art. right there. Well, let's get a better shot. Alright, as you can see, there are records behind me. Alright, so basically these figures, let me dab my sweat. Okay, so these are interchangeable, so you can take the heads off. And this is meant to happen. These are designed for this. And you can switch them up with different characters. You can pop off their heads, and you can put get them on there. There we go. So now we got a stormtrooper head on Darth Vader's body. See, pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, fairly easy for kids to figure out and for kids to have fun with. Taking off all this, shock, force. What do you call that? Force energy, force electricity. And I'll put his head back on. Here is okay. Here's Darth Vader. Darth Vader's mangled up, force whacked out head, and then I'm gonna put on this scout trooper's hands. So what I can do is take them right off, along with the gun, which is already attached to it. Take them off, and just snap them in place. There you have it. It's pretty easy to do. Just snap it right on there. There you go. Now he has normal hands, black gloves, but his head, there's no alternative head. It doesn't come with a standard black. I wish it did. The only thing that I will say about the package is that I wish that it came with a standard helmet, so that he looks normal. If you can basically change him out to make him look like an average Darth Vader figure, but he comes with a strange little force whacked out head. This whacked out head right here. Yeah, he comes like that, unfortunately. I mean, it's alright. It looks cool. It's different. You don't usually see Darth Vader like this, so kind of interesting, kind of a reason to pick up the set if you see it out in the wild, wherever you may be shopping. These are the characters you get in the set. You get a scout trooper, you get Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and a stormtrooper. So it's not bad. And then these are the combinations right here in the back of the box. He kind of explains pretty much what I've mentioned already, how it works. You just interchange parts, and that's the whole gimmick. That's the gimmick of the set, of this toy line. The gimmick is you just change them out. You just change out the pieces, and yeah. So it's interesting. It's kind of cool. And you shouldn't have to worry about the integrity of the pieces. They should hold up. They're designed for it, so pulling out the pieces and putting them back together shouldn't be a big issue. Let's go ahead and set these up now, and I'll show you what they look like set up on the wall over here, on my shelf over here. As you can see, there's already a Greedo figure right there. That came in a standalone box in its own little package. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get them all put together and set up, and we'll do that. We'll do a jump cut. Jump cut. Here's the stormtrooper all set up. Here's Luke Skywalker all set up and put together. Very easy. I mean, it's not like Legos, it doesn't take that much. It's very, very easy to pop these pieces in and out. The ball joints and everything, they're very well constructed, very thick, and they're very well put together. It's a nice, strong plastic that they make. These are very well constructed. So here's Mr. Harrison Ford here. Here's Han Solo. Got Han Solo all set up here. I don't know if this is the proper gun. I'm assuming it's his gun. I have no idea. It doesn't really matter. These are exaggerated to the point where you can tell really if that's his blaster or not, right? These are not meant as adult collector's items. These are just for kids, but fun for adults too. We don't discriminate here. And we got Darth Vader's lightsaber here. I'm gonna push that sucker right into that dude's hand, and here we go, right there. This is Greedo. He does not come in the set. I got him separately. He's one of my favorite characters from Star Wars, but I find it interesting too that they can stand pretty well on their own, like so. Well, with a little finesse, maybe. Let's see. Maybe I'm lying about that. Hold on. No, I'm wrong. Okay, if you want to get them to stand, you're gonna have to use the guns to kind of balance them out. So use their accessories to stand them up, like so. Darth Vader's an exception. He goes on pretty easy. Goes up on the shelf pretty easy. And here's a Scout Trooper. Again, just use the gun to stand him up. There's a Stormtrooper. Here's Luke Skywalker. A little harder to stand, but let's see if I can make it happen. Yeah, Luke Skywalker. And Han Solo, we're gonna stand him up with his blaster. And hopefully it'll work out. Let's see, there we go. Alright, and there's Han Solo. And there's the set. He is not included, but there's the Stormtrooper, Scout Trooper, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and Han Solo figures. All in all, they look pretty good to me. Like I said, they're not really meant for adult collectors. They're meant for, for kids. But all in all, I think they look pretty good. And I got them for dirt cheap, so I can't complain. Looks pretty good to me. There they are on the shelf. Then we have our lineup here. He's not included in the box, but of course you get these figures here, these characters: Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Scout Trooper, Han Solo, and the Stormtrooper. And yeah, all in all, pretty good set. Get them in there. Sometimes it's a little bit of you gotta finesse it. You don't want to break it, but you gotta finesse them a little bit. There we go. Here are the figures lined up. For the sake of this review, let me just remove the figures in the back. Alright, so there we have it. Those are the figures. As you can tell, Greedo's head is on a Stormtrooper's body, and a Stormtrooper head is on Greedo's body. Let's swap the heads back. I'm not gonna break it, it's okay. It's a little finessing, there we go. There's Greedo. There's Greedo. I have a hard time saying this dude's name. Greedo. Greedo. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. Greedo. G-R-E-E-D-O. Greedo. Bear with me. Those are the figures. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. Like and subscribe if you care to. Not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just reminding you guys. It's very much appreciated if you give me a thumbs up, if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Apologize for the kind of, like I said, the haphazard nature of the video. They will get better with time. I have to, if you hear things in the background too, there's a lot of, things going on out there. You can hear people moving around. So apologize for that as well. Hope it's not too distracting. But anyway, this has been my review of, and I give it, I don't know what my review in that. My review would be they're well worth it. Even if you pay, I would say $20. This is worth about $20 if you find it like brand new at a Toys R Us or something. I have no idea. It's worth it if you have small kids, 5-year-olds. They'll like it. If you find it in the wild for $5 or less, pick it up. If you're a collector of all things Star Wars, it's worth it. See you guys later. Thank you for watching Decadent Delusion.